everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the Summer of Retro Super Mario Bros. 3 Let's Play. But we're not playing Super Mario Bros. 3 because I beat it. That may be what you're saying. And you may be saying this isn't Mario 3. You're partially right. This is Mario Adventure, a Mario 3 ROM hack, as they say. And this game is quite different. As you've seen, there was 7 pipes there, and you can do any world in any order that you want. That's one difference. There's a lot of other differences too. You may be wondering, okay, where's your lives at? Because you're probably looking all around and see that there's no lives. Well, there is none. You have infinite lives, and you're probably thinking, well, then how is this harder than Mario 3? Because you have as many lives as you want to do it. Haha, dumbass. Oh, I could be called one right about now. But anyways, the difficulty is just so ridiculous. Without infinite lives, this game would be impossible. Yeah, so trust me, the infinite lives will come in handy. And as you notice, there are Shy Guys now. Something that wasn't in Mario 3. And also, another thing you may be saying is, okay, if you have infinite lives, and there's no point in collecting coins, right? There's definitely a point. It's called the Mushroom House. They no longer just give you items at the Mushroom House. You have to buy them with coins. And we will be fighting him a lot. Now, this is my first time actually playing this. I've seen, you know, some other YouTubers play this game. Oh, I did not want to go back in here. My bad. You know what? I think I'm just going to die on purpose because I did not want to redo this stage. I didn't mean to go back in it. And if you notice, like, when I went back into that stage since I messed up, okay, here's something else I want to show you first. You press the select button. Look at that. You have items in reserve like you do in Super Mario World. They'll go down in the bottom left corner, and you just press the select button and you'll automatically use it. But anyways, back to what I was saying. As I went back into that stage again, you may have noticed that the background had changed. That's because the weather actually changes throughout the game. You never know what you're going to get. You know, just because it's raining now, if I went back in this, I'm not guaranteed that I'm going to have that same weather again. I may not have rain. But another thing you may have noticed is when I collected that one mushroom, I got 50 coins. That's in place of the 1-up mushrooms. Oh, man. Now, the snow levels are a pain whenever it decides to become snow. The ground gets extremely slippery. And if you notice, this game is a lot darker than Mario 3 normally is. Mario 3 was always kind of a brightly colored game. Well, to stick with, you know, autumn, you know, you gotta have the dark browns. Wow, I cannot do this. You know, you gotta have the dark browns in autumn. When it's raining, you know, it's not gonna be bright and sunny out. It's, you know, gonna be dark and dreary. I mean, if you're lucky enough to get a sunny day on this game, you know, the colors are there, the bright, beautiful colors that Mario 3 always gave. But, yeah. This game is definitely very unique. It could almost be its own game without being a ROM hack. But, you know, this game is not for the faint of heart. I wanted to go back to that pipe because I did go up it the last time. But as you can see, I am epically failing. You've seen how I did in the actual Mario 3. I didn't do too bad. I had my moments of frustration, but ultimately I did finish the game. Finally. Should have checked and seen what was up there. Wow. I may not get through this. I am going to probably let this roll a little longer than the usual 15 minutes, and I just lost that mushroom. Just to showcase more of this game because I keep failing. And, you know, I don't want to show too much of the game off. As I was saying, vibrant colors during a nice sunny day. But, you know, I just wanted to showcase it a little bit, do a very special episode for the Summer of Retro. Because in the day and age of being able to do ROM hacks, and man, I failed again. Or I could just do that. That works too. Pipe don't go anywhere. But yeah, in this day and age of the internet and being able to really go into a game's code and stuff, it's hard not to showcase something like this because, you know, it is Super Mario Bros. 3 in essence. Dang it. I can't do that part. I can't see that, you know, turtle. And another thing is you're not timed in the levels. You see that clock down there, it's actually increasing in time. That shows you how long it's taking you to get through the game. You know, I'm wondering about that block down there. Okay. Lots of coins to be got in this game. And they will be needed to buy items, if I can make it that far. Just running past them while I have the star. May actually be able to get through this level. Oh, come back. This is something else I want to show you guys. Now, as we know, in any other Mario Brothers game, once you finish the stage, you lost the boot. You get to take it with you. 300 coins to play. I can open one, and we get a mushroom. Whoopee. So our first foray into a castle. Oh, there was a ghost hidden behind the block. And he flashes like crazy. Well, I wasn't expecting that. You know, note blocks, I was expecting to jump, bounce, something. But I do plan on playing more of this ROM hack. Not necessarily on my channel, but in my own free time. I mean, if you guys would like to see more of this game, please do let me know. I've been thinking about doing some sort of ROM hack show, but I don't really know what I'd name it. My good old friend over there at Retromageddon, by the name of Retromageddon, has a ROM hack showcase, as he calls it. I obviously don't want to name it the same thing. So, you know, I need to come up with a name, and that is if I even do a ROM hack showcase. I haven't decided. That's down the road in the future, at some point, maybe. So I wasn't expecting to continue on to fight more Hammer Bros. I jumped on his head, and he didn't die. Alright, you know what? Let's move on to this stage. Yeah, I really do enjoy this game. I have to admit, this is a lot of fun. Kind of revisiting Mario 3 in a whole new way. You'd think I'd have had enough Mario 3 at this point, with doing the whole game from beginning to end with really, you know, I did just about every stage. I didn't do every stage, but I did a good bit of them. But honestly, can anybody truly have enough of Mario 3? It is a great game, and it will always be a great game. It really will be. There it is. Another stage done. Man, I'm having a blast with this. I mean, it's a lot of the same, you know, Mario 3, but at the same time, it's completely different. Oh yeah, there's another thing for you. Fireballs no longer bounce, they shoot forward. That's another difference in this ROM hack that I actually forgot about from, you know, watching other YouTubers play. I was really hoping to have him. Oh yeah, and then we got this guy, the evil Black Lucky 2. He throws bombs at you. And I must have glitched him out or something because I don't see him. Oh, the good old jumping cheeps. Dealing with them while swimming. That's new. But yeah, I highly recommend checking this game out. if you're a fan of Super Mario Brothers 3. It really is a well put together ROM hack. But one of the only things I would change about it is I wish that you could go back to another world. If you're stuck on one world, you could, you'd keep your progress, but continue on. You could come back to the level or the world whenever you wanted to complete it. We know how well I do at these. Saber-tooth mushroom. Alright. So now we gotta go with Hammer Brothers. I thought I had a fireball in reserve. There's still bounce, huh? What are we getting? Oh, a star. Whoopee. Alright, let's move on to the next level. Oh boy. It's like a tank level. Oh, that wasn't good. My good old best friend, the bombs. And if you believe that one, I'll tell you another. Yeah, and cannons are really unpredictable. That's another difference. Especially when it comes to shooting out the bombs. They may shoot out one. They may shoot out a few. It's really hard to tell. You'll never really be sure. And I just think I got myself squished. I did. I'm going to let this run just a couple more minutes, about 20 minutes. I know I said I'd let it go longer than I normally do, and I am, because, 15 minutes is usually the max that I do. 20 minutes should be sufficient for this very special episode. As I said, I will be playing more of this. I don't know, like I said, if I want to continue to do it on the channel, or if I'm just going to play for fun. I mean, it's fun regardless, Definitely check it out. You'll probably really enjoy it, but it will probably rage at it at the same time. But as I said, it's a really solid game, and this could have been an actual Mario game, not a ROM hack. This could have stood up well, almost like Super Mario Brothers 3 Lost Levels, I guess you could say. I mean, that seems to be a fair way to describe this, to be honest. Okay, so I have no idea where to go from here. Can't go back in there. Can I go in here? I can go in here. So I think we're going to make this the last level. I mean, you get a fair idea of what this game is and what it's about. I feel like this is one of them repeating stages. Maybe there's a certain method to this level. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Alright guys, I had fun showing you this ROM hack. Definitely go check it out. I think you all enjoy it if you are Mario 3 fans. I'm your host, Rontro. Subscribe, please. Comment as well. And go, all the links in the description below. Click on them. My Facebook, my Twitter are down there. Add me to Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. I focus more on Facebook than I do Twitter, I will be honest. The link to Retro Mageddon's channel is down there, and he's one of my featured channels on my main YouTube page. And as is R&R Gaming, it's featured there, and the link is also in the description below. So, for me, your host Rontro, I'll see you next time. Game on!